Hey y'all, I posted a video this morning about food storage and preparation, and I had some common questions that I wanted to answer. Some were asking if we needed to heat seal it or vacuum seal the Mylar bags, and you can do that. Like if you have a hair straightener, you can use that to seal it, or you can vacuum seal it, like take the air out completely and then seal it, or they have an actual heat press to seal it. But for this larger size bag, it's not required. You can use the oxygen absorber as long as you have the right size. The ones that come in that packet is 2500 cc. And so that's the one I posted. It comes with the labels and the oxygen absorbers and the Mylar bags. So I think it's like $18 for 10 bags, which is a good deal. They do have smaller bags. And my husband mentioned something that was brought up in the comments where people are saying they have a small apartment or don't have enough space. My husband said they do have smaller buckets, like 2.5 gallons or 2 gallon or 1 gallon, which is good enough for 1 or 2 people. Or you don't even have to put it in those plastic containers. You can just put it in the Mylar bags. But the problem is you may have a rodent or cat or dog get into it. So this is just a double protection so that you don't have any rodent issues or animal issues getting into the food. But the Mylar bags do protect it from bugs. Another question that came up is, are the buckets only pink? They have all colors. They have green, blue, black, pink, whatever. And another question, I was really surprised. There were so many comments, people saying that they felt the same nudging from God to prepare food. So my husband and I are planning to go to Paris next month, and the Lord put it heavy on my heart that this had to be done first. So we went ahead and did it, got it out of the way so that we can prepare for our trip. We just have to listen to the Lord. He knows better than us. We can't predict the future. Some people are saying, you're paranoid, but that's not true. If God tells me to do it, I have to do it. I have to obey what the Lord tells me to do. I'm not following the news or being paranoid or living in fear. It's just simple obedience to the Lord. That's it. I just am obeying. It may never happen. Nothing may happen that we need the food, but I'm just going to obey, period. There are other ways to store food. You can can food. I have everything to can food. About it a long time ago. I just haven't had any time to do it. But hopefully in the near future, I'll learn how to can. I've been talking about it for years, but this year we are actually building a greenhouse. I bought it last year. Spent over $200 on this big greenhouse online, and it's just been sitting there. So this year we're actually going to set it up and plant our garden. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's one of the goals that I have on my list this year, is to get that set up on the farm. So hopefully the garden will give us tons of food that we can in the future. But my husband's like, hey, we've got to limit it because he just built this new pantry for us and he doesn't want to completely fill it again. So anyway, thank you so much for your comments. I was really touched by them, really touched by so many of you contacting me saying you felt the same way. I pray blessings on you. Have a great